I am not wearing Ryuu again. God damn it. Hey guys, everyone! Lillian Dead here, and as you can probably immediately tell, once again, I am not wearing Ryuu, and there's a pretty good reason for this video to why I'm not wearing him, and why I'm wearing Shadow instead, which is the name of this character, by the way. So, first things first, why am I wearing Shadow instead of instead of Ryuu? Well, the main reason is because, as in this video, I'm going to be talking about unique species in the furry fandom, or at least my personal favorite ones that I've seen. And I don't know what it is about these species, I just love them. Like, I love them so much. And I don't know what it is about me and unique species, but whenever I see a really unique persona type, I literally freak out internally. And so I'm just like, yes. Because after a while, it does get kind of boring seeing nothing but wolves, foxes, and dragons all the time. And despite me being a massive fan of those animals as well, it does get kind of annoying to see those animals constantly pop up. So today I figured I kind of talk about some of my personal favorite species I've seen furries come up with. Or not come up with, have made into their own personas. So, yeah. And the first species I want to talk about is snakes. You might or may not be able to tell that this is actually a snake, believe it or not. This is actually a really older head, and I plan to remake it eventually in the future, possibly. But this is basically a snake head, and I wanted to talk about snakes first of all because as they are so cute, especially pythons and cobras. I don't know what it is about them, I find them adorable. Well, if I see one in real life, I'm gonna avoid it, but like, well, at least cobra, definitely. Yeah, but like python, I actually have one in my own house. Their name is, they're like a little snake, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like, I personally think snakes are quite adorable, pythons especially. And there's actually this one breed of snake, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically this noodle snake that basically looks super freaking adorable, and I don't want one necessarily, but they look like literal noodles, and I'm like, ah! Then again, all snakes look like noodles, so that's pointless to say. But yeah. So that's the first persona type I want to talk about. Next persona type I want to talk about are like another species that I want to talk about is it's another reptilian species because I really like reptiles, are lizards. And believe it or not, lizards are, to me at least, I think they're like, some lizards can be creepy as hell, but some can look adorable as hell too. like I personally think geckos and bearded dragons are probably the cutest ones, especially leopard geckos. And bearded dragons are just silly and fun, and I love them. And then there are some lizard species that I just think they look kind of cool, and I really wish there were more like fursuits of lizards in general. But I really wish there were more fursuits of examples of iguanas. Iguanas, yes. It took me a second to think of what they're called. Sorry. But iguanas is another lizard species that I wish I saw more fursuit of. Because they're so interestingly looking. They're so interesting looking in that I would love to see more fursuits of them, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there aren't very many. There's like a few, actually no, with most unique species, there aren't very many fursuits of said species. So that's an unfortunate thing, so yay. Yay to the internet for selling wolves. So, yeah. And, yeah, that's kind of mostly what I can entirely talk about with lizards is I would love to see more fursuits of them. Snakes as well. In general, just reptiles in general, I would love to see more fursuits of reptiles. And, yeah. Another unique persona type that a lot of people say is very, very underrated, and I highly agree with this, that I've seen pop up occasionally, but, like, I wish there were more of them, and the species I'm going to talk about is axolotls. Now, what is an axolotl, some of you may be asking? They're basically I think it's called, their other name is a Mexican salamander. They're basically these like little like fishy things that, I have no idea how the hell to describe as axolotl, but they're basically like they're basically a salamander species that has like little gills that kind of go out like this, like, hold on. And I happen to have an axolotl right here. This is my toy plush of an axolotl, not a real one, obviously. Named Cupcake. This is Cupcake, and I really want to show them off for the axolotl bit. So, yeah, I'm going to put Cupcake right here. So, basically, Cupcake is, well, not Cupcake. Basically, axolotl persona types aren't very common. However, I do, don't fall off. This is not going to work. So I do feel like axolotl persona types, these are very underrated, especially for how cute these little beans are. And yeah, I wish they were way more popular, but they're just not for some reason. Like, I have seen a number of them, but not like enough where I consider them just like as notable as like wolves and foxes. So I don't know. So axolotls. So that was the axolotl species I want to talk about. And I would love to see more fursuits of them, because fursuits of an axolotl are adorable as hell, and I would love to see more of them. The next persona species I want to talk about just in general, well, that I haven't really seen too much of, but I love them. I don't know why I love them so much, but I do. Actually, I haven't seen it. Actually, I've seen like kind of fursuits of them, but not really fursuits of this species, but I would love to see a fursuit. I actually plan to make one eventually of this species, and that is of a mantis. Now, mantises are, I know a lot of people think mantises, oh no, creepy creatures. Personally, excuse me, personally, I think mantises look really damn cool and really weird and unique, and I would love to see more fursuits and personas based around mantises, because they look so cool to me. Unfortunately, though, they're not a very popular species because, well, there's actually a fear of them, I guess. Like, my own sister actually has a fear of mantises, and I personally think they look really cool. Oh, but I do understand why people are afraid of them, because they do have the little, like, spiky claw things, and they have the creepy faces. They're very triangular, and that's usually something that, like, people tend to be scared of. But if you look at, like, an artistic perspective of it, people tend to be scared of those, like, kind of more angled faces that are very pointed. Which, yeah, and plus it's a bug, and people are usually scared of bugs in general. Actually, no, they're an insect, but whatever. Basically, mantises I wish I saw more of, but they do pop up quite a bit more than most other species, but they're not that popular. In fact, when I Google search them, they don't pop up very much. I don't know, maybe they pop up more, I don't know, since the last time I looked them up, but yeah, and those are really the species I would love to see. Mantises are another species I would love to see more of. And, well, that's all. This is really just supposed to be a kind of a fun little upbeat video, that I just really kind of want to talk about, because I felt like this would be more of a fun topic considering all the negativity that's been going on. So I figured I'd do another like little fun video. Also, sorry about last week for not uploading, I forgot. But then again, none of my videos really have a schedule, so So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then click that like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. I have no outro, but whatever. Goodbye.